Hey guys, so here we are doing the plumbing here, and we've got a good bit of it done. I would say about half of it, and some of the more complex stuff is still yet to be done. One of the things that I've been pretty diligent with is I'll take these little sandwich bags here and I'll put those over the end of the pipes with a rubber band there, so try to keep dirt and debris out of the pipes while we're working. So you can see we've gone through this line here. This is my safety return here, so we're not going to have a valve on this return in case somebody closes all the valves downstream. We won't explode our plumbing, so this return will never be able to close. We've got a 1.5 inch bushing here on the end of this, where we're going to reduce this down to 1.5 to go through the wall. And this goes on around to the equipment pad. Now, here's the problem, one of the problems that we ran into. Let's go ahead and step down to the pool here. Run the steps. So if you remember, we had real nice, pretty 2-inch holes that we had drilled. So this is the fitting, the eye that the eyeball goes into for the return line, right? This fitting is threaded 2 inches on the outside, 1.5 inches on the inside. So if you wanted to run a 2-inch line, you can thread that on the outside. We're doing 1.5 on the inside. Now this is not a slip fitting, so it requires a threaded 1.5 inch male adapter. We take this adapter, we put that in, and then we have roughly 2 inches of thickness there, of diameter on the outside diameter there, and a good 3.5 inches long. Now, if you recall, we drilled 2-inch holes, so of course they're wide open now, but the actual diameter of the hole on the inside is 2 inches, so this won't go in, right? So we know that we want to chip around this 2-inch hole. We want to chip around it because we're going to set this in. We're going to set this fitting in hydraulic cement to set a water stop behind it. Okay. What we don't want, or at least the issue that we had, was that we don't want to chisel back 4 inches back into this hole. I don't want to do that. It's a very difficult thing to do. So one of the things that we were able to do is we found these are Schedule 80 little stubs. We found these little 12-inch Schedule 80 stubs that will work perfectly for going to the other side of the bond beam. And then we'll put a female fitting on this side, and then we'll go ahead into our 1.5 inch reducer bushing from our 2-inch supply. So if you notice, this hole is not nearly as pretty as it was last time, but that's fine. That's because we chipped around the hole so that we can slide this through it, and then we will set this in hydraulic cement, which will essentially create a water stop behind this, and that's how we'll seal up. We'll seal it back with concrete as well. And I think it's probably too dark, but we can try to see this coming out on the other side. Can we see that? Maybe. But yeah, so we want our threads to come out nice and pretty on the other side. That's where we are now. We'll continue this weekend. Thanks for watching, and keep watching us.